Tiny choices that shape your life. I've been thinking about how often we look for life changing breakthroughs. We wait for big moments, such as, I'll start tomorrow. When I move, I'll finally get discipline. Once this happens, I'll be happy. But life is mostly made of small moments, tiny decisions, tiny habits, tiny choices. And those are the ones that stick. And why do small decisions matter? A small decision today, like leaving your phone in another room or taking 5 minutes to write a note to yourself, doesn't seem like much. But repeated, it creates a pattern. Your nervous system remembers. Your brain builds a map of what usually happens. And your identity starts to align with those tiny, repeated choices. Big shifts, they're usually just a sum of small ones that never stop. Compounding effect. And what surfaces when we notice, you when you start to pay attention, you realize how often you default to distraction. You notice habits that feel automatic but aren't serving you. You see moments where you could choose differently and they're everywhere. The uncomfortable truth is most days we're not noticing, and that's why change feels like it never comes. It's hiding in the small unnoticed decisions. So how can you start? Pick one tiny Pick one tiny decision to notice. It could be I'll drink water before checking my phone. It could be I'll breathe before answering a message. Repeat it. Not perfectly, not dramatically, but just consistently, right? And notice the ripple. Observe how it affects your mood, focus, or energy. And at the end of the day, write down one small choice that mattered, just one. That's your anchor, right? You can choose to do that, reflection or not. Life is mostly invisible, mostly small, mostly the tiny choices that stack up quietly. And we should start paying attention to them. Start choosing one, just one deliberately, and watch what happens over weeks, months, years. So, tomorrow, notice one choice that is tiny that you make and ask yourself, did this bring me closer to the person I want to be? Did it make the day slightly smoother, lighter, or clearer? Sometimes the smallest shift is the loudest signal of change. And this is also um, mentioned in the very famous book Atomic Habits, 1% better each day, right? So don't devalue small tiny efforts, small tiny decisions and choices, because they will add up. And that's what it is. If you look at the story of someone's life, you'll see that their success at the end of it is just made up of the many parts, the many choices, the tiny little things that come together, that are added up to make the end, the sum of everything. So never give up and keep trying, even if it seems like it's little, because like Steve Jobs said, you can only look backwards, right? To make sense of it all.